And now it's time for a Star Trek story.
You know, for those of you listening at home, I'm sure you've picked up that Aaron, Cole, and I are madly in love with each other.
It's so hard to stay apart from you.
Yeah.
These two tables separating us.
It's unbelievable.
It's excruciating.
And the week in between episodes for us is excruciating. So I think we're really qualified to ask this question today. Aaron, what makes a good romance?
Gosh, you know, I was thinking about this on the drive today with my wife in the car, and I couldn't come to an answer. But I think I was in it. I think I was in the romance, but I couldn't define it.
I'm in it, but I couldn't explain it.
I heard something the other day. I'm going to try to say it again. I think it was like a song or a poem. It's like good conversation plus consistency plus time. Or was it consistency or chemistry? Good conversation plus chemistry plus time. I think that might be it.
You got a math equation for romance.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a bad one. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I got to be honest. I'm not the most romantic person in the world.
Same. I'm not the one to answer this.
So I get it's a challenging question for me. I mean, I'm certainly a big believer in love, but I guess in my mind, I kind of, to some degree, separate these things. I mean, love is such a huge loaded term. Romance is much more specific,
right,
and much more idealized. But I've never been the most romantic person, so I wonder if you and I will get some education on today's episode of Star Trek Stories.
I think so. I think if I tried to be romantic, I would end up just looking like Jim Carrey or something.
Oh, Jim Carrey, huh?
Or something. Like,
that's where your mind goes?
Not that level, but like, you know, just like a comedic.
Romantic, yeah.
Like, could not take that seriously at all.
No. Well, yes, welcome to Star Trek Stories, everyone. This is episode 40, Qpid. I, of course, am your charming host, Jaron Hatch, and I'm joined here by my enchanting co-host, Aaron Cole. Hello, Aaron.
I'm feeling enchanting.
Charming and enchanted.
Now I'm creeped out a little bit.
We are in the middle of our look at the TNG Glory Years. Last time we watched The Wounded, where we finally got to see Chief O'Brien step into the limelight for the first time. And we also got to meet the Cardassians for the first time. So little 1-2 punch there.
Meet the Cardassians, I see what you did.
Meet the Cardassians, huh? Today's episode, this is going to be the first episode of a little romantic twofer that we're going to be doing. The next two episodes are kind of romantic in their theme, so this will be very challenging for Aaron and I. But challenge and growth is good. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at how Star Trek handles romance, which so far has been
a bit questionable.
Mixed bag. Emphasis
okay
on mixed.
To that was a little rapey.
That was a little rapey.
That was a lot rapey.
And to come and talk about romance this week, first off, we have our very good friend Jake Barnes is back on the show with us. Yay!
Woo, woo. Yeah.
Jake, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Always love having you on.
How are you?
Tired, but good. My sleep the last couple of days has been shit. So I'm just like,
I'm in that boat too.
Yeah. But otherwise, charged by your presence, because I'm always happy to see you. And
Likewise.
Aaron, of course.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be the eclipse or something.
Yeah, there you go. For those who don't know, Jake is one of our longtime friends and former member of the Boys House when we were all living together in the Boys House. Jake has also been here watching all the Next Generation Q episodes with us. I think, last time we were all together, we watched Deja Q.
Yes.
Which I think the consensus was that it was the best Q episode so far.
Thus
and then
far, yes.
that each one has gotten better than the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was the shit.
Yeah, we all really like that one. It'll be interesting to see if that journey continues with today's episode.
I sure hope so.
Do they all improve upon each other? Last time when we were all together for Deja Q, one of the things we talked about was how the crew really felt really comfortable all together in that one in a way that we hadn't quite seen yet. It's like, wow, this episode, they just all gel and everything just feels so solid with them now. What about this cast and crew works so well? Because I think that's probably the biggest thing people love about this show is the cast of characters, at least one of them. And now that we're really kind of like comfortable and solid with them, I don't know, what do you think? What makes this crew work so well?
They're becoming comfortable with each other as individuals, the actors. So I think as they spend more time with each other, just like, us as friends, our first year of living together was definitely different than like the 5th year living together. So bonds are created, offset, which I think carry over to the set. People are starting to enjoy each other. They're spending a lot more time understanding who they are off camera. And I think that is definitely bleeding over to the on-camera stuff because they're feeling relaxed. The tension is gone. There's so much tension in those first 2 seasons. Everyone's so fucking stiff and like afraid to fuck up and afraid that the show's going to get canceled and they're not going to have a job after this. And now I feel like because it's a hit, they have job security. Because as an actor, I think you're always in the back of your mind like, man, this could be it. I could be unemployed a month from now. Yeah, in the first couple seasons, it still feels like they're in the audition phase a little bit. Everyone's still kind of sizing each other up. And I don't know. Now that they know that their jobs are locked in a way, I think they feel more creative and can be artistic, not have to worry about the red tape of it all.
That would be something. I was never in any kind of show that had that long of a run where I would have to worry about something like that, But you do see like a little family get made over the arc of the show, like from beginning of rehearsal to strike, Yeah,
imagine doing 26 weeks of material year after year. I mean, that's got to take it to a whole different level. That's insane to think about. Well, I'll be looking forward to see how they do it in this episode. But before we get to that, we have a surprise guest on the show with us. Yeah. Surprise guest, not announced. Also with us today to watch this episode, we have once again the very lovely Mindy Barnes is on the show. Yay!
What's up?
Let's fucking go. Mindy, how the hell are you today?
I'm fantastic. I'm quite tired, as I was telling you before. We just moved, which is always a big thing. But other than that, I'm great.
Hell yeah. For those new to the show, Mindy is also one of our dearest friends. Also was an honorary member of the Boys House. And is married to Jake. And this is the first time they're both on with us today.
You're damn right.
You're damn right.
I'm so fucking happy.
Usually they're both here whenever one or the other is on, but now they're finally in the giant captain's seat together. The captain's love seat. Last time Mindy was here, we watched Captain's Holiday, where our intrepid Jean-Luc Picard took a vacation to the pleasure planet Risa and had a little romp with everyone's favorite sexy rogue archaeologist Vosh.
That one was so fun. I loved that one.
We're watching a Q episode today, and we haven't had anyone else come in to chime in about Q in addition to Jake. So, I'm kind of curious also to kind of get your thoughts on Q, and specifically, because we talked about on the show how you're definitely a spiritualist and you have a spiritual bent to you. What are your conceptions or thoughts on both like Q and also the idea of an omnipotent being out there in the universe?
I love the character of Q. I think it's interesting because there is infinite possibilities of what could be out there in the universe. And I think it's very possible that there could be beings like Q. Do I think they would have Q's personality? I don't know. But maybe his powers or his like way of life with the Q continuum or whatever. I think that's an interesting idea, and I like that. I think it's cool to conceptualize what could be out there, and also to question that God figure, you know, in what we believe it, like humans, the types of gods that we believe in, and to have it conceptualized in a different way is really creative, and I love that. I kind of thought that might be his way of kind of pointing out certain things about, you know, beliefs and how God, like what God is to us. And yeah, it's a way to be introspective about it and to start asking questions.
Here's a question then I just opening up the question from earlier for both of you. What do you guys think, as a married couple or otherwise, what do you think makes a good romance?
Well, I like what you said earlier about how you kind of differentiate between love and romance, because love is something to me that's ever present. It's always there no matter what. Like, excuse me. Like, for example, you could say get in a big fight with a family member or something. In that moment, you may feel strong feelings of negative emotions toward each other, but you love each other. That's always there. That's always in the background. It's a subconscious thing it's locked into the brain. Romance is a very specific moment within the love. To me, it's kind of like when you're with a person that's bringing out the best version of the good feelings. You know, like if I'm happy, I'm really fucking happy. If I'm laughing, I'm like laughing my ass off. Like all of the really good stuff are at a heightened level. And that person is the only person that can like bring that out in that moment. And that's, in my opinion, that's the romance aspect of it.
The cohesion of those two energies creates an alchemical. What's the word?
Oh, I don't know.
Alkaline?
That alkaline, right?
Alchemical.
I think alchemical is right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if not, we just made it here. If
So weird.
Shakespeare can do it, we can.
Gonna
When
confirm
that
Where's my-
reaction happens, it creates a new energy that you're different when you're around that person, because the energy that's combining with yours heightens it or makes it different. Like there's certain friends or whatever that you are able to act in a different part of yourself that you're not free to express with certain other people. And I think that's a big part of romance, is being able to like have that special fusion, the alchemy of like two souls that creates this like beautiful reaction.
Well, I guess we can see if this episode of Star Trek helps us also.
What is romance, Star Trek?
Understand what a good romance is. Yeah, Qpid. This premiered April 22nd, 1991. This is the 20th episode produced for the 4th season, so happy 420, everyone. Yay!
We will have a brief intermission.
To celebrate the holiday. This is also our 5th Q episode, so we are starting the back half of his appearances on Next Gen. And yeah, so now that we're in the TNG Glory Years, the show is much more comfortable with itself. It'll be interesting to see how that translates to Q's appearances on the show. So that'll be definitely one big thing we look at. And the other one being, of course, just this is another attempt at romance from Star Trek. So we just had an iffy track record. So we can see how successful they are this go around. All right. For those of you at home who are going to watch along, Star Trek The Next Generation is streaming on Paramount Plus. You can find it by bringing up Season 4, Episode 20, and we will be back after we watch Qpid.
One step closer, I'll scream.
Vash, damn it, it's me!
Jean-Luc, am I glad to see you? You wouldn't believe what I've been going through. One minute I'm on the Enterprise, the next thing I know I'm here in Nottingham. First they're gonna chop my head off. Now I'm supposed to marry someone named Sir Guy, and everyone insists on calling me Marion.
Yes, I know.
You do? But how? You're Robin Hood.
My staff and I were brought here by an old adversary of mine named Q. But I'll tell you the rest of that when we're safe. Come on, we don't have much time.
And the others are outside.
They're waiting for us back at Sherwood Forest.
You mean you came here alone?
That's right. Now, come on.
What kind of plan is that?
It's an excellent one if you just hurry up.
Do you realize our lives are at stake here?
Only too well.
And this is the best strategy you could come up with? One man against an entire castle?
You have a better one?
How about this? You go, I'll stay here.
And do what?
Marry Sir Guy if I have to.
Well, that's brilliant.
If there's a way to escape, I'll find it. Eventually. With my head still attached.
You really believe I would leave you here?
I can take care of myself.
You are the most stubborn woman I ever knew.
Hey!
There'll be no escape for you this time, Robin Hood.
You stay behind me.
You should have left while you had the chance.
Well done, my dear.
Consider it my wedding gift to you, darling.
All right, we just got back from watching Qpid. In case you didn't watch this one with us or haven't seen it, in this one, Picard is going to give an archaeological speech to the Federation Archaeological Council. But then he is paid a surprise visit from Vosh, his little romantic interest from Captain's Holiday, and but then they end up having weird relationship problems. Picard has never told anyone about her, and she's kind of like, "You've never told anyone about me," and he's very much just a kind of cold fish the whole time she's there, and then Q shows up and wants to pay him back for helping him out in the last episode, and then he sees that Picard is having relationship problems and decides he's gonna help solve Picard's problems by creating a Robin Hood scenario in which him and the crew of the Enterprise have to rescue Vosh so he can learn the lesson of loving someone. And then Vosh, at the end of everything, Vosh pieces out with Q to go explore the universe. Wild, wacky stuff.
Which was the real friends we made along the way.
We always start with initial thoughts. Mindy, as a surprise guest, what are your thoughts coming in on Qpid?
It's a wild ride. So many love triangles. It's like, is this romantic episode about Vosh and Picard, or is it really about Picard and Q? Because I'm pretty sure Q is obsessively in love with Picard.
He totally is.
There's hints. He never says it, but you can kind of see it.
shows up not in bed with him, but shows up in his bedroom late at night.
Yeah.
Peeking in on him,
Always
having
just
conversations with
watching
Vosh.
him and like wants to be there when he's kissing Vosh.
Or his,
Involved in
Let
like
me just sit here in the corner and watch you guys.
oh God. He didn't have to come out of the ceiling like that, but he chose to. He could have done whatever he wanted.
also to that line he has when he comes in, Jean-Luc, it's wonderful to see you again. How about a big hug? Oh my.
Are you joking? Are you serious?
I want the hug.
Oh, he really wanted that hug.
Yeah. It's probably been there to some degree the entire time, but this is the episode where it's most apparent that like Q, whatever it is, has a fucking thing for Picard. He is to the point of obsession, it feels like.
Yeah.
Like why this scenario in particular, it's like, what the hell are you doing here, bro? He's like, I don't know.
I owe you one.
I owe you one or
He
something.
even says, like, you're like me owing you one. It affects my everyday today. I can't
Stop
think of
thinking about
anything
it.
else because I owe you my life. So it's like, so you're thinking about me every day. Huh?
Every day. Wow.
This is Q as a human, right? Still, he hasn't got his like everything powers in the.
No,
kitchen, but-
he's got it back.
All right.
And he's still just thinking about Picard all the time.
Just obsessed.
It's rife in the entire episode. Just he is into him.
Imagine the smell.
Oh, what?
You gotta wonder though. It's like I was thinking about it as he's going off with Vosh, and then also thinking about him and Picard. It's like if you really think about it though, it's like if you hooked up with a god who could give you and do anything, it can't be half bad, right?
What does he say? I would have presented myself as a female had I known.
Oh, right.
Oh my gosh, that was another big hint.
Huge
It's
tell.
Like, had I known your weaknesses like this, I would have presented as a female.
I thought you were into this the whole time. Man, boy, did I have it
It's a
wrong.
fun episode. It's always fun when it goes outside of like the space theme.
Yeah.
And you go to Robin Hood Land, and it's fun. They're all in different costumes, and it's quite silly. It's silly, good fun.
Jake, initial thoughts on you're coming at this from having been here for all the Q episodes. So, initial thoughts on this one.
Badass. I think I figured it out. Star Trek often gets criticisms for its romance episodes. But I think it's because the romance episodes with Picard are often comedies. Like and they kind of have this line of they're silly. This was a silly ass episode. I loved every second of it. But I think that's why people may have the opinion that Star Trek can't do romance on its own. They had to it was romance, but it had this whole shtick.
It was almost, or maybe not even almost, like felt very farcical and very like
totally.
theatrical.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was all spectacle too. It was fan service in the sense of like we're gonna give you the entire crew, but not in their uniforms. We're gonna we're gonna give you this week's episode. You get to see all your favorite people, but if they were dressed like Robin Hood people, don't you love it? And I love it.
Casual Sunday.
Men in tights.
Men
Yeah.
in tights.
Men in tights.
I think it was total, like, just fun for the sake of being fun, and that's okay.
For sure.
Not every episode needs to be this massive moral compass that, you know.
No. Some of the best ones are the most ridiculous. and
Yeah,
silly ones.
exactly. I mean, I do really love the very intense ones that have this diplomatic edge
Sure.
to it, and, you know, everything is very high stakes. But this was ridiculous, and that's wonderful also.
Q's always had like the comedic elements, and they seem a little bit more pronounced as it goes on, but this one certainly is the most silly, just outright comedy. Because Deja Q was also silly.
Yes.
But it was very much rooted in a very kind of interesting, like, human pathos of Q just being so weak and miserable and helpless, and then learning. He's the one who learns a lesson in this one. This one, though, doesn't really have that aspect. It just feels like, here are Q shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's a romp.
This is a full-on romp.
We need an excuse to get these guys in a different place and in different costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Q's a good vehicle for that.
It doesn't always have to be the holodeck. It can be
Yeah,
God
right,
powers.
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, usually this kind of stuff is holodeck stuff, but in this time it's like, no, but it's real, and I've literally made you all Robin Hood and everyone. Very silly indeed. Aaron, initial thoughts on Qpid?
Oh. Casual Friday on the Enterprise. I love Beverly's sweater.
Sexy mom sweater.
Yeah. It's so 90s. We were talking about that before, like the padded walls and everything.
Oh my God.
It's like the 90s aesthetic. Everywhere. I love Vash's pinstripe. What would you even call that?
It almost feels like like a secretary office dress.
Yeah, so,
from like the 1990s.
The office
Just
blazer.
a little spacey is almost what it feels like.
Ready for the archaeology conference. Oh man, there's got to be a gif out there somewhere of Worf saying, "I am not a merry man." I'm going to send that to my wife.
Protest.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Best line in the show.
That's
I
like
think.
basically me every morning.
I am not a merry man. He says that without a trace of irony, and it's the stupidest line ever.
He looks so ridiculous.
He's genuinely saying, "I am not a merry man."
Amazing.
Oh my God. The bit that always gets me too is it's so random, but Geordi just plucking away on the mandolin because he's Alan Adale, and then Worf just gets up, grabs it, smashes it against the tree, and then just looks at him and says, "Sorry." Walks off.
Well, and
I think that wasn't about you,
fucking
but it was.
shoots Data with an arrow. I was like, what the fuck?
That almost feels like a sequence you'd see like in a Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know,
There were a few moments that were like,
oh no.
there was
Your
one
name isn't
almost
Bruce.
direct reference to like Monty Python and the Holy Grail from Picard, wasn't there? Early on in the episode, I'm trying to remember what it was.
I can't remember.
I was like, was it a Holy Grail reference?
Holy
I think
Grail
it was. I'm gonna look it up. I'll come back to you next episode about it.
Yeah, this one's always so silly. I loved this one as a kid. Like, it was just so fun just to, and I even remember having like a Robin Hood board game. Like, I love the Disney Robin Hood cartoon. I loved Robin Hood. So, and to see Star Trek do it, I thought was just so fun. And as a kid, for me, that was always the appeal, is the Robin Hood stuff. It's interesting as an adult growing older and paying more attention to like the relationship dynamic stuff. Like, I didn't care about Picard and Vash as a kid, you know, and I didn't even really pick up on any kind of love triangle stuff. It was just like Q's being a dick and Robin Hood stuff, and that's, yeah. That was just, and then now watching it, I was like, oh my God, all this relation stuff. Q just showing up and just interfering in Picard's love life because of reasons. Yeah. It feels so random and so petty and so obsessive.
It's all of those things.
Watching it this time, I was also really struck because we've talked about on the show before how like there's kind of like loose Shakespeare connections with Star Trek. It's very especially this era, like in Next Generation. It's very theatrical. And all the actors are classically trained. Like, most of them are all started on the stage and eventually went into this, certainly Patrick Stewart. And then especially once they go into Robin Hood episode and the Robin Hood setting in this, it's felt so theatrical, almost like it almost feels like a Star Trek, like it's on the surface level Robin Hood, but it almost feels like beneath it what they're secretly doing is something like Midsummer Night's Dream, where it's just like magical love shenanigans. It takes the form of Robin Hood, but there's just like tricksters and gods, and you know, and there's a love triangle, and
a couple of love triangles.
Crusher also.
Yeah.
The interaction between Crusher and Vosh. Awkward.
Palpable.
They
So
played it really
good.
well.
They were like both sizing each other up a little bit. Oh, I'm just here I normally take my morning tea with Picard. He's never mentioned you.
Oh, you never mentioned.
Really?
I talk so much about you.
Oh, it was so thick with discomfort.
I loved it.
Dick
Awkward.
with discomfort. That's actually a good place to start, is because these always end up being some kind of, they're Q episodes, but oftentimes they're really about Captain Picard, you know, because it's usually some trial or test Q has put together for Picard specifically. It's, you know, compared to, it's such an interesting, it's a very specific choice. In the 60 show, Captain Kirk, if there was like a D&D like stat scale and one of them was like popularity with the ladies, it would be off the chart. Like Kirk is just the ultimate. People couldn't, they lost their mind around him. He was kissing girls left and right. Picard, on the flip side, is basically perfect in every other sense. But for whatever reason, women and relationships, he shuts down.
Yeah.
Like,
And children.
and kids.
You can't handle.
Such an interesting, specific choice. I don't know. So what do you guys think about, like, I don't know. And we haven't really got into this, but like Picard is such a, I don't know if it's just he's shy or like a failure, but like what do you guys think about this quality of Picard where he's just so awkward with women and relationship dynamics?
I think he has a hard time being vulnerable. He doesn't feel comfortable opening up and becoming vulnerable. He's used to being in charge and having the upper hand and making all the decisions. And when you're in a relationship, you have to, you know, be both. So I think that's part of it, is that he has a hard time letting go of that control and being more open and vulnerable.
You might kind of like just a deeper rooted thing. It's not necessarily like women or relationships or kids. It's really this underlying vulnerability issue he has. He can't be anything less than perfect.
I do think he's charming. He can definitely be charming when he
For
wants
sure.
to be. But then when it actually comes down to like being real relationship, that's where he kind of puts up those walls.
Yeah, it's like the moment he actually likes somebody, that's when he gets nervous.
Full stop. No, I can't do this. I'm a captain. I can't focus on anything else but being a great captain, taking care of the people on this ship.
Yeah, it's not because he's not sexy or doesn't have any kind of magnetism, because he certainly does.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, in that scene in the tea scene, like, both Dr. Crusher and Vosh are pretty into him.
It's a competition. That's a huge part of it. It's like, oh, they've been having tea for a long time. Oh, Beverly's kind of, you know, thinking about it maybe, you know?
Both vying for his heart.
About it.
She's all about it.
I agree very
So
much
is Vosh.
with the vulnerability.
So there's that like head to head. But then they have to work together to discover the truth of what's been going on. So they become frenemies.
Yeah, Picard's got issues, and that's what they kind of bond over. He didn't tell you about me? No. Yeah, he's a very closed off guy.
That was fun. That whole plot line was really fun. Just to see Picard's reactions to it all. Like, oh, God.
They're all like, that's the girl that he was with on Ryza.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's
Especially Riker. He had that look on his face like, when Crusher was like, this is Vosh, the girl that he met on Ryza. She kind of had to look like on Ryza.
Oh, Ryza. You're the girl that he fucked.
Wow.
You're the
about
one
you.
girl he's ever fucked, huh? Tell me how that was.
And that's why he's so uncomfortable, because I think he knows that they know somewhat of what happened on Ryza. And he doesn't want anybody prying into his personal life,
No.
No, he really does not.
especially not his crew.
I think aside from the vulnerable part, which I definitely agree with, I think he also just does not care for it. Just dating, the whole thing in general is just, I just think he just doesn't like it. That's not his thing.
Do you think it's because like all his usual tactics don't work?
Yeah.
With women in particular. He
can't use his captain skills in these scenarios.
Yeah, he has no upper hand there at all. He has no way to succeed in any way that he knows how. So he's just that leaves him feeling vulnerable, and so he has to get defensive.
Interesting. Yeah, that is really interesting. If he doesn't genuinely have an interest, or at least it's a muted interest in comparison to say other people, and it does make you wonder. It's like, because you see him all the time reading, studying archaeology. He's not like, because they say like the world, some of the Federation's greatest minds are here to listen to Captain Picard. Like, it's not just that he's just has a passing interest. It's like, and in addition to being a captain, he is also like an amateur archaeologist that some of the best minds of the Federation actually respect. I mean, that's like, it does speak to like this guy just, and he can tell he seems so giddy and excited about all that stuff. So it is just interesting to consider. It's like, how much of that is just because he loves this other stuff so much, and also to what degree does he also use it as like a shield against?
Right.
Like, what's the ratio there? Because it seems like there's probably a bit of both going on there. Genuinely loves it, and also genuinely hides behind it. Very interesting. Captain Picard. What a guy. We should also talk about, so this episode marks the return of Vosh, who we saw in Captain's Holiday, which you are here to talk about, Mindy. And this is kind of a sequel to that episode, you know, because it certainly picks up, they reference them on Ryza a whole bunch. How do you think this works as like a follow-up to that episode? And then also just like Vosh as a character, bringing her into this.
I think it's a good follow-up episode because the cast got to meet her. And also they, you know, in the first episode that they come into, they kind of have a crush on each other over this adventure. And then, you know, they're fighting in the beginning, but then they go on this adventure again where, you know, they had that bond and that passion is reignited. So it's cute. It's cute. They're cute together.
There's almost like in both episodes, there is a very much like an adventure quality, which is from a certain point of view, definitely can be an aspect of certainly classical romance adventure. That's where they definitely seem to have their biggest connection. Him and Vosh is when they're like in an adventure together, and then they're like, yeah.
I think there's less risk with Vosh because he knows that she'll never be like a Starfleet officer.
She won't stick around.
And yeah, he won't ever have to like commit to that because she's always on her own adventures. So it's not as scary as maybe opening up to somebody who is, that you might have to make that decision of commitment or not.
I do like it as a follow-up episode, but I guess a critique would be, I don't know. I still question Vosh's motives. Always. Sure. I never know if her feelings are ever sincere in any of these episodes. So it kind of makes me sad sometimes to see Picard fall for this person who essentially uses him in every episode to get to these other things they're trying to do, their own plan, their own motives.
Right.
And so that kind of bugs me a little bit because I don't think we can have a full true love story when we're questioning the motives of one of our lead lovers. And so maybe that is the problem with Star Trek and these romances too, is it feels one-sided maybe. Because she I think she has a definite interest in him, but I mean when Q comes along, she's so quick to just okay, see you, Picard. Now I'm going to go do this adventure with this guy.
So here's where I disagree with you. I think it's so romantic because they can only love each other as much as they can as individuals. Like, she genuinely, really, she loves Picard. She does. But she's still going to be her and go do her own thing.
And her career is really important to her.
Yeah.
Just the same as Picard. He puts his career over anything else.
So it's kind of like
they're both the same in that way.
It's not a forbidden romance, but it's like a passing ships in the night almost. They have a genuine connection, but they just can't quite be together. And that in itself is incredibly romantic.
I can see that. But she just only pops up in these stories to take advantage and use him.
Right,
She
both
definitely
times.
has her secrets.
Like if she was to show up with sincerity in one of these episodes, yes.
But a big part of it, I do think she is honest when she says, but a big reason is because of you. You're also a big reason why I'm here.
And can you blame her? I mean, if like a god-like being was like, would you like a tour of the universe? Like, let me just take you around.
What are you saying?
I suppose. Good. What do we think about, and we'll start with you, Jay. What do you think about like Q in this episode? And certainly with where we've been with him so far. How's this as a continuation of like the Q arc that's slowly been unfolding?
This episode, he has right off the bat admiration for Picard. Often they're adversaries right from the get-go. Their initial scenes are always conflict. I think at this point, though, going back to the romance part of it, John Delancey does love Picard. Maybe not as romantic, or maybe romantic, but as a specimen at the very least. He's fascinated by him, and but this episode is kind of odd in where Q shows up. Most of his other episodes, he seems a little more motivated to be there. Even though a lot of times he's just there to fuck with people.
Right.
But this one, it seems really out of left field. He just all of a sudden is there, and his reasoning is he wants to do something nice for Picard, which is funny. I think that's really funny. So as to the evolution of Q, we're seeing him and Picard create this relationship of like being brothers almost. We've said frenemies before. They are most definitely frenemies. Because even though Picard says he doesn't have any respect for Q, I think on some level there is. I mean, it's hard to not have some sort of respect for an omnipotent being that has control of every scenario around you. It's like, to a degree, I gotta respect at least the powers you have. So yeah, I think it creates a really endearing friendship between the two. It's starting to become something I look forward to.
Yeah, this is probably the most intimate their dynamic has ever been.
I used to find Q's episodes kind of annoying because I'm like, he comes in and can do anything he wants and blah, blah, blah. It's almost like sometimes like Superman, you know, like I can just do whatever. Love your shirt. Superman shirt.
Thanks, Lois.
Worn by Jaron. But yeah, he comes in and can do whatever.
And I think Q, even though he always says any one of you could have died at any moment, I do not think he would do that to Picard, especially when he's granting him like a favor, or not a favor, but
something
to
nice.
pay forward for saving his life. There's no way that he would let somebody actually die, and I think Picard may know that on some level, so he's able to have more fun with it, even though he is hesitant to accept that. But once he's in it, he's like you said, he's having a blast.
Yeah, very interesting. There is one thing that I do miss in Q in this one. And I know this is also something that like John Delancey has talked about. In the earlier Q episodes, there was a bit more of an edge to him. like especially like in the first 3, Encounter at Farpoint, Hiding Q, and Q Who particularly, he feels very ominous, and like the stakes feel like they could go really high. Actually, in all 3 of those episodes, the stakes are incredibly high. Yeah. And this almost feels like the stakes are the lowest, at least as far as Q is concerned.
Yeah, humanity's not on the line.
No, it's just Picard learning a lesson about love. So the stakes feel a little lower in this one. And like you said, Mindy, it doesn't seem like he's at any point gonna actually let any of them die. Like it doesn't really feel like any of their lives are ever in jeopardy at any point. But there is some part of me, it is interesting to see the growing intimate relationship with them, and maybe that's just like inevitable, but there is some part of me that misses the threatening, scary part of Q, because beforehand there was like there was a comedic element to him, but then it was like, but this guy's fucking scary, and who knows what's going to happen with him. Here it feels a bit more almost played completely for laughs. There is some kind of, I don't know, still antagonism with him, certainly. But John Delancey's talked about it too. It's like he really wanted, because the last one was more lighthearted, and he wanted in this one to kind of bring back some of the more threatening nature of Q, but it never kind of really materialized. So, but then the episode is so fun. I always have such a blast watching this one. So I'm like, I don't miss it too much, just because it's so silly and fun. And I always love when Star Trek does silly and fun.
Well, yeah, they nail it. Like if it wasn't a good episode, that'd be one thing. But this episode's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a really, really fun episode.
There are definitely those out there in the fandom who don't like this one. They think it's just too gimmicky. I'm like, yes, but I think we talked about this with Mark. You can do a gimmick if you pull it off. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in this case, I'm like, yeah, I think they do a great job with this. It's so fun seeing them all.
Star Trek is a gimmick just in itself. They're on a spaceship,
right? On a carpeted spaceship,
if you can accept
with
that.
Kids and schools on board.
You don't always have to take everything so seriously.
Yeah. We're on a magic school
bus. They can
bus.
have fun with themselves.
Right. It's almost like Magic School Bus for grown-ups is what Star Trek is. It's inherently silly. Mm-hmm. So you have to lean into it to some degree. We have to talk briefly about, of course, the Robin Hood aspect of it all.
Yeah. They probably had those costumes somewhere at the Paramount lot, I'm sure.
Lot, yeah.
But I think they all looked really good in them. Mm-hmm. And the commitment. That's what makes it work, is everyone is so damn committed to what... Because it is silly and it is ridiculous, but
right,
awesome.
Right. We're talking earlier a bit about the cast and how they're just so comfortable, and you can tell they're having fun with each other, and that certainly comes across super strong in this one. You can tell, especially once they're in Sherwood, all wearing the costumes, that they're all just like, yeah,
let's play.
This is my job. Play Robin Hood for a week. You can tell they're having a blast. That's probably, yeah. If you were trying to judge this as a serious episode, it's like, well, then it feels random and weird. But if you're just trying to like have a fun, good time with Star Trek, it's hard for me not to recommend this one. It's like I think anyone would have fun watching this. It's just silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not going to change your life, but it might change your day.
Make that a little brighter. Huh?
Does this episode make a good romance?
Yes.
I think it does, because every romance is different. And good romance is different for every person, and it looks different. So their romance, it's a good
one.
Good one.
No. Sucks.
Bad romance.
Bad romance.
Bad romance.
Rah.
No, I kid. Good romance.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think the only other one we said was a good one was Captain's Holiday, and that was a good one too. So whatever Vosh is doing, that's
I think
what
that
makes
one's a bit better on the romance scale.
Captain's Holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's good too.
Vosh is just taking romance to 11.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. That's her life.
What makes a good romance? Vosh.
Vosh is like, oh.
We've
Just spend
answered
some time with her. It would be romantic.
Be with someone who you're not really sure likes you or not.
But it's
You
fun.
have no
But
idea
it's
of their
fun.
true
And she
motives.
kisses you a lot.
It's fun. Shit happens.
Sexy.
You'll remember it.
Mindy, any final thoughts on Qpid?
Stupid Cupid, stop picking on Picard.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. 1 star. 1 star. Oh, Jake, any final thoughts on Qpid?
I think this episode is an episode more for super fans. People that know and love the characters. It's fun to see them in this scenario. But nonetheless, very fun episode. Go check it out for some laughs.
Awesome. Aaron, any final thoughts on Qpid?
I am not a merry man.
Not a merry man. Okay, is this the best Q episode?
No.
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 The last one we chose still top.
Deja Q still
Yeah,
on top?
the one before this.
Yeah.
Right before this.
I agree. I do like that one better. Well, all right. Well, thanks for coming on and talking about Qpid, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have you both on again. I always love having you guys over so much. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Next time, we are going to be watching the second episode in our little romantic twofer. We are going to be watching The Host. This is going to be another Dr. Crusher episode. We've had one of those before. But this is going to be a very different episode to the last one we watched. This is one of those like sticky, messy Star Trek episodes that tries to take a look at something. In this case, stuff like identity and relationships. So this will be a more serious, sticky, messy romantic episode. So that should be interesting to check out. And we will be having a new friend on to talk about that one with us as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming on. Mindy, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll have you back very soon.
Very fun.
Jake, as always, thank you so much for having being on the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Jaron. Thank you, Aaron.
Jake and Mindy, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Love you, man.
Love you.
I love all you guys.
I love you guys.
Are you sure we all don't have just
But not
giant romance?
romantically. Well, one of you.
Except for the one of you, and you know who you
So
are.
you know who you are.
You know who you are. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We will see you all next time. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to share us your own Star Trek story, you can email us at storiedstartrek@gmail.com, or you can visit our Discord server. You can find us by clicking on the link in the show description.